So I'm saying this, I'm saying an effective leader does three things. He cares, he creates, and he contextualizes. So those three things is what I'm going to make a case for the rest of our time together. They'll forget the wins and the losses, they'll forget the tests passed and failed, they'll forget whatever else, but they'll never forget how you made people feel. They'll know whether you cared about them or not. So I think in that little preamble there in the red, I think the big part is genuinely care about the overall well-being. But what practical things can I do to care? So this is one, cultivate conversations. Find out what people are interested in. You'll be surprised what conversations come from there. That if I can find out more about Lawrence, that is not just a super sport guy and an ex-Springbok, and I know something beyond that about him, through conversation and asking good questions. Here's a great question. How was your weekend? I did A, B, C, and D. That sounds interesting. You got a passion about that. Tell me more about that. Then suddenly I know something about somebody that I would have otherwise never known just through asking good questions. The second part for me is that a leader creates. In a simple way, there's two things. He creates an environment, and two, he creates traction. So you get employed as a leader or as a prefect to do something. Like you have to create, there was an environment, we ask you to create a different environment or continuation of the same environment. And the second one is, we were here as a team, we need you to take us here. That's why you're an effective leader. Otherwise, you are just a leader. There has not been an effect with you being in that environment. Greenhouse effect. So this third principle of create, I said it's your ability to create an environment for people to thrive, not just survive. In addition, you should find means to create traction within your team to provide your people with a worthwhile cause. For that to happen for me, two things is consistency and competence. Not yet there, which means I'm definitely going to get there. Those people, when they make a mistake, don't drop their heads and say, I'm not talented anymore, I'm not clever anymore. They say, wow, what an opportunity for me to learn. So all I'm promoting, and I feel very, 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 very strongly about this, especially when you're coaching guys who aren't necessarily going to go on to become Springboks and professional players, is that we need to create an environment where it's okay to make mistakes when your effort is right. He contextualizes. So the last part quickly, I think just knowing in the country that we live in, there's so many dynamics, whether it's religious, whether it's cultural, whether it's linguistic, and the way we coach has to be relevant to those things. One thing that we need to do if we're going to understand people from different cultures, if I'm an older guy going to relate to young guys, I've got to long to know and to be known. Okay, so it's for me to go out and reach out to those folks and share something about myself that's beneath the surface, then they will reach out to me as well, I guarantee you. The next 5 minutes, please be in your groups, discuss those things amongst yourselves. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you most of all for these interactions. And the last thing that's very close to my heart, I hope you walked away with one or two tools that you can use going forward. Anything that you can use, whether it's in your relationship, in your marriage, in your coaching, in the classroom. I hope that there's something that was there for you to take forward. Thank you.